Okay everyone, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The brand new campaign in a brand new version, or at least updated version of the Game of Thrones mod. Right, now we did have a faction vote and House Martell won, but first I thought I'd show you that we've got a brand new faction in this mod, and a very interesting faction it is, which we will of course be playing at some point. It's the Brotherhood without banners. There they are on the Isle of Faces. There's Harrenhal Castle. Very interesting faction. I played a few turns as them because I was really excited to see what they're like. And they're awesome. Could be an incredibly tough campaign for a number of reasons, but I think you'll like it. So thanks to Firestorm for adding those ones in. Very cool faction. But House Martell did win the last faction vote. They ran away with it. House Aaron, House Tyrrell came in second. So there is in fact a brand new vote with just House Aaron and House Tyrrell in it. So go and vote on them. But we're going to be playing House Martell, a faction I'm not very familiar with. I haven't been in this part of the map much. Right, we will turn the sound up in just a second. This part actually has the copyrighted music. Right. Oh, there's some Lannisters. In fact, one of the things that House Martell needs to do is wipe out the Lannisters. They are very iconic though, aren't they? Right. Now, we actually get something rather interesting with our faction, and I'll show you that in a moment. But first, we control the Martells of Sunspare. In fact, Sunspare is right there. Your victory conditions are the following: hold 20 regions and defend Dawn. That's actually quite easy to defend Dawn, because there's literally only 2 passes in, I think. Avenge the brutal murder of Elia Martell by killing Tywin Lannister and Gregor Clegane. I know where both of those start on the map, and we're a long way from them. Either by open warfare, or diplomatic maneuver, or assassination. And this is where it will get interesting, the assassination part. You'll see that. Destroy the Lannisters once and for all, and the debt shall be paid. Right. We don't need to worry about that. Right, Eddard Stark is taking the black, going up to the wall, which is one of the man-made wonders of the world. Now I can go and turn up the sound. We get some really cool music in this. I don't think this music's copyrighted, but we're going to find out today, aren't we? Yeah. That actually looks fairly reasonable. Right, we got 15,000 in our treasury, but as you can see, we're losing. We're going to lose money. Also, I need to do Control N, make those go away. Now, usually we do about a 30-minute video, but it is part 1. We may go longer. There are also voice lines from the TV show. There will also be a link in the description to the new version on ModDB and Total War Center. And there will also be a link to the previous playlists, of which there are quite a few, because this is an awesome mod and I love playing it. First of all, we have to get all these generals into their homes. Right. Now I know for a fact that Gerald Dane don't have no loyalty to him. And we actually get Knights of the Dawn, one of the best units out there. I've never had that unit, I don't think, in any of my campaigns. Right. Now I know for a fact that there is a rebel settlement there. I've seen it many of times, and that's one of only 2 passes, unless there have been any map changes in this version. I don't think there has. To get into Dawn, and this is the only other pass right here. Now you can bypass this bridge, but you would in fact have to go over this bridge to get to that settlement. So I'm going to put in a little fort, and it's going to cost me 1,000 in gold. And put you in there, put you back there, and then send some of your units out over there. Now, let's see. You've got a penalty on your construction. I don't like that. Here we have Quentin the heir, and there's Doran, Prince Doran. Doran? What do you prefer? Right. We do have Obara Sand in this as one of the main characters, but I don't think she starts with us. Let's take a look. How's our family tree going? Lara Martell, Bella Martell. In fact, you'll be getting married soon. You not so soon. There's Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper, married to Ilaria Sand. Right. Ariane Martell, you can get married. Tristane Martell, that line died out, didn't it? Moors. And Elia, ah yes, she's the one who got murdered by the Hound, was it? Right, Quentin. Yeah. Right. Now, he was the one who got killed dueling the Hound, wasn't he? And I think he was the sickly one who got... one of those was the sickly one who got assassinated. Right. Yeah, I don't think we start with a bar of sand, but I'm sure she's in it. Right. We got two princesses. We got a scribe. He basically does scribe things. You won't have to worry about moving him. You're in Ironwood. I would like you to marry that disloyal chap all the way over here. Can't marry him.
Yes.
Can you marry him? Probably not. Nope. I can't marry him. Alright. You can't marry him. You can't marry there. You can marry over there.
Am I after a suitor or a
Get married, girl.
for our future?
Alright, where was the other one? Over here.
Your Majesty.
Gwyneth. You can marry somebody over here. Right.
Is it someone I
Now there's a unique unit that comes out of here, I think. And there's a unique unit coming out of Ironwood. They get Ironwood infantry. This faction gets horse archers. I think that's probably the only horse archery unit in Westeros. So that'll make it interesting. Right, so we're losing money, or we're going to lose quite a bit of money. Most of the settlements in this mod, or something like 90% of them, are castles, then fortresses, then citadels, and so you know you can't change the tax rate. Sunspear, however, is one that we can. Right, it's also probably making the most money, isn't it? We're going to have to use up this money. Sunspear. Now we will go into debt for a few turns, but don't worry about that. Right. Underground granary. Brothel. I would love to have a brothel, but my wife would object. I'd also like to have a tavern, but my wife would probably object to that. But oh well. Ah, you have a penalty, don't you? And there's Ironwood. Right. So I'm going to take him out. Get him moving with some troops over this direction, because there's a rebel settlement over there. Right. Now we can see a rebel settlement there, but I know for a fact there's another one over here. So, do you have a penalty? Nope. We've got orchards. I don't think I've seen any other faction with orchards. Get some orchards. Right. There's a lot of cavalry in there. Alright. So we can see there's the border, there's the road network. We'll split those up, half going after Lemonwood.
I don't want to hurt you.
You'll keep moving. The other half going after whatever's out here in the province of Salt Shore region. She sells seashells by the seashore. That's hard even when you're sober. That's the Lemonwood region. Right, and there's obviously rebels out here. Do you have a penalty on your construction? No. Get some orchards going. Right. You can always grab some extra troops. What do we have over here? Extra troops. Right. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. Sandstone. Right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to need some reinforcements. Right, 8100. What do we have over here? We could build. We could actually afford. You disloyal person. Right. Mines. Ah, one of the few regions that get mines, I think. That's actually some good money. Tavern. Right. I want to use up all this money, even if we go into debt. Looks like it's all being used. $1,000 for the other horse archers. Could be interesting. I think his bodyguard is a horse archer though. Dornish cavalry. Ironwoods are 800. Now we've got Dornish halberds and there's a glaive unit somewhere. Where did I see the glaive unit? There, Martell glaveman. And kind of like those types of units. You're actually Jav Cav, aren't you? Again, one of the few Jav units in the mod, I think. Or certainly Jav Cav units. Right. Do you have any Ironwood units? No. Let's try to get all the special units. And we spent most of the money. Right. So we'll be able to go for this rebel settlement, that rebel settlement, this rebel settlement, and this rebel settlement. All with generals, it looks like. Tristan. Tristain or Tristan? As you can see, there's a green border there. That's House Tyrrell. But don't even know if they can move in here. There's the arbour, where you get some good wine from. Right, we don't have a diplomat. Bit of an issue, but we're kind of isolated, and it would take our diplomat a while to get out. Now we're actually allied, I believe, to the Targaryens, so we shouldn't have to worry about any of those Targaryen invasions, scripted invasions. And also allied, as I think every faction is, to the Night's Watch, who will come asking us for money. So right now there is another faction vote up, and it only has 2 candidates, Aaron and Tyrrell, because those were the 2 losing ones in the last vote. So all you need to do to vote is subscribe to the channel, click on the channel logo, go to the community tab and vote. You get to do that. There's the Brotherhood without banners. That's why they have kind of a patchwork quilt. Simple. But yeah. I did know that there was going to be a new faction. I just didn't know which one it was going to be. Right. Oh dear. The Baratheons of Dragonstone have revealed the incest and illegitimacy of Cersei's children, and their newly crowned king claims the Iron Throne as his birthright. Great houses know not whether to find fear or comfort in this knowledge. Shame. Right, now, this is one of the cool things in this. A boulder weighs heavily on the hearts of Doran Martell, his brother Oberyn, and the entire people of Dorne. The slaughter of Elia Martell and her children. Elia Martell, Prince Doran's sister, was married to the heir to the Iron Throne, Prince Rhaegar Targaryen, son of the Mad King Aerys. They had two children, Princess Rhaenys and Prince Aegon. When the Lannisters sacked King's Landing during the Usurpers' War, Gregor Clegane brutally killed both Elia and her children. The massacre must be avenged, starting with the death of Sir Gregor the Mountain. At any time, pay attention, at any time, Oberyn Martell can challenge him to a duel. To do this, you need to access Oberyn's profile, then his ancillaries and traits are visible, and click on the magnifying glass located in the lower left corner of the screen. An event will be generated that will lead to the death of Clegane, or, in a disastrous case, Oberyn's demise. Right. He's over here, isn't he? Oberyn? No, Doran. Where did I have Oberyn? There he is. Nope. We're done with Oberyn. Oberyn! Show me Oberyn. There he is.
You're calling my beauty an acquired
It is a big and
taste.
beautiful world.
Alright. We could click on this. Here it is. Ready for vengeance? Right. Thanks to the modders for spoiling us once again with cool things. Do you have the courage to duel Sir Gregor Clegane, the mountain that rides? Ah, I'd forgotten that was his full title, the mountain that rides. Usually he's just referred to as the mountain. Be careful that there will be a duel to the death, at the end of which only one between Oberyn Martell and Gregor Clegane will live. Be aware that if you decide not to fight him now, you shall not have another chance. Well, should I? Should I do it? I'm going to do it. I am. Right here. Let us see what happened, or what will happen. Revenge accomplished. Ah, for many years we have been waiting for this moment. Gregor Clegane lies in a sea of blood, and the brutal murder of Elia Martell and her children has been avenged. Finally, Prince Doran and his brother Oberyn got the justice they have been seeking all this time. The Lannisters aren't the only one who pays their debts. Because in the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. Isn't that right?
Who do I face? Orders.
Alright, go after them.
Now, my lord. My lord, should we spare?
You win or you die.
Do I frighten you?
Yes.
Okay, there it is, Salt Shore. Actually sounds like an Iron Islands
Now we have it.
settlement, doesn't it?
Lay siege. Yes.
I'm
Right.
going to ask you tomorrow.
Keep moving.
A good day's march ends.
Move along, move along.
My lord. Who do I face? We shall
Alright,
send them to
bit of
hell.
risk sending him over here with so few troops.
Later, they will relent.
I want to see those horse archers, but what's their upkeep?
My lord.
350 and 25. Alright,
Orders, noble one. Of course, my lord.
keep moving.
Yes. We shall continue at first light.
Ah, he didn't get any free upkeep, did he? Or he did get free upkeep.
Yes. March.
We are now out of money. We are now in debt by 1370 per turn. Right. None of that's going to affect us. Really? We've got the Mace's quarters at Skyreach. Dornish Caravan, I'm going to send those over. How much are they? 250. I mean, we're already in debt. Don't worry about it. And
Allowed to walk through the gardens together.
get over there. Right. There it is. Night Song. Now, do we go for it? We're not strong enough yet. We'll need his troops as well. Probably those. But if we take that, we'll actually have a border with House Tyrrell. And I have in the past seen Tyrrell go really heavy for Night Song. Right now, that prevents anyone from coming in. There is another rail settlement out here. I don't think we're strong enough to have Tyrrell on our doorsteps at the moment. I know technically they border us over here, but I think we need to get, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Get those 3 and 1 up here. And then maybe we'll go for it, or maybe we'll launch an invasion of the harbour. Or over here, because I think there's a settlement on that island, and maybe 1 up here as well. And there is one there, that's Tarth, isn't it? Where Brienne is from. Pretty sure that's where. Alright. Alright, 1500, we're in debt. That'll fall in 4, 4, 6 if we don't get chased away. Oh, good. You can actually reach them. Alright. So he's got 6 units. That's split a match for them. You've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which should be enough to deal with those. So maybe we'll have you coming over. And Tristan. Now he's got longbowmen who can use stakes. There it is. We can see where that little settlement is. Now, if we hadn't had that faction vote already, I would have gone straight in and played the Brotherhood without banners. And like I said, a very cool faction. They have a very small roster, quite cheap roster though. They do get mangonels in their starting armies, and the mangonels have a really cool new ammunition. I'd really like to show that off. I played a few turns with them, and it's really cool to see it. That's why I suggest you go to the description below the video and go and download the mod. It's about 3.7 gigabytes, and it's very easy to install and highly stable. Thank you for the 3000. Valar Morghulis. Ooh, there he is. There he is. Yep, Gregor Clegane is dead. Unique settlements. Yep, this is another cool feature that is in the mod. Right. Game of Thrones retro mod uses the Opida Vu settlement mod, basically allowing the players to check on the battle map the unique settlements they control. I think that was a feature of Rome 1 and Rome Remastered, wasn't it? In order to use this feature, you must follow these steps. Click on the settlement you wish to see, and on the construction tab click on the magnifying glass located in the lower left corner of the screen, also called locate position of settlement. The advisor will pop up with the view settlement message, and you have to click on show me how. Show me how. You will immediately be taken to the battle screen. You'll have to start the battle as normal. At this point you can have a look at the settlement and roam freely around it. When you're all done, you simply press escape and wait a short while for the battle to end. Attention, don't hurry to exit the battle, as you will risk to lose the settlement. Just wait for the game to show the victory message. For some factions like the Starks, Greyjoys, Baratheons, the advisor won't show up for the Vu settlement before you declare your kingship. Once you do, you will be able to use the script on the following settlements. Basically a whole bunch of very known settlements there. including Sunspare and Ironwood and the Arbor, which we probably will go and get. Right, come on down. The price is right. That's Blackmont. Alright, go to Blackmont. Ah, we're actually out of debt for a turn. Nobody sallied forth against us, so we're just going to siege everyone down. Keep moving.
I'm Tristan Martell.
You are definitely Tristan Martell. I don't think there's another rebel settlement out there. Alright, we've got Ironwood Infantry. Ah, they take 2 turns, don't they? Alright. And we do get some things built. Might as well put something in the queue. Alright, the Maester's Tower will give us a diplomat once we have some money. Villages, plantations. Yeah, I think we're probably going to have to do a long first episode, just to get at least one battle in. Now, currently the vote between the Tyrrells and Arran is neck and neck. There's literally 2 votes in it. Last time I checked, there was about 6% difference, which equaled 2 votes. So if you want to see either one, you know what to do. It's a really simple thing to subscribe to a channel. Ooh, that's a nice one. And that's very generous, and they're very poor. This is a cool feature that I've seen in a couple of other mods, like Zardam's Total War. We know that they are very poor, but however...
Agreeing to this is of little interest to us.
14 turns. Cut that one out and see if we can get that.
No, we will not agree to anything like this.
Oh, you drive a hard bargain, woman. Mary Martins. Alright. Now they are a neighbour of ours, but we've just got a diplomatic alliance with them, or marriage alliance. England bids you. Does she indeed? Technically, that map of Westeros is based on England, flipped upside down and left to right, isn't it? King storms and declares. The Baratheons, there are 3 Baratheon factions in the mod, have declared their own king, who openly contests for the Iron Throne. The great houses know not whether to find fear or comfort in this knowledge. That's cool, isn't it? Right. Get that one under siege.
Without question, we shall begin this. My lord. Yes. My lord.
Right. Have
No further today, lord.
faction leader. You've got a lot of authority, 7, which is good. Authority is good. Keep building whenever you can. Alright, Lannisters and Tyrrells are at war. Good. Good. Okay. Ah, that's because we got their marriage alliance. Well, we're going to stick with probably the Targaryens if they do decide to go to war again. But we've now got another ally. I should have changed that anyway. Targaryens have a lot of enemies.
I don't want to hurt you.
Move out. Orders. March.
Right, that's down to 4, 2, 2. Might get both of those battles in.
Your will, sir.
Now our population is increasing, I think, in most places, so tax income should be rising. After this, I'm going to do a little live streaming, or try to, because we've been having power outages here since last night. It's currently, what time? It's after lunch on the Monday, and I think they started around about 5 PM on the Sunday. I mean, they're literally out for a split second. It's enough to knock out the power to the monitor. It's very frustrating. Betrothed! Ah, Tristane. You're just getting married? She looks like one of those vipers. Sand vipers. Take rebel settlement, Night Sun, and get 2,500. Ooh. I mean, they really want us to get that, don't they? And that money would be useful. It surely would.
He won't. We've waited long
Onward.
enough.
A good day's march ends. Yes. Move out. Continue tomorrow, my lord.
Ah, they've put some troops around. I mean, we're allied to them. Maybe they'll go for Night Sun. Yeah, that went down because our population is increasing. Money from taxes, 4182. Right, let's see if we get these 2 battles. If we do, I'll put it close to an hour for the first episode. And yes, we will do a Stark campaign. I know that's a fan favourite, but that may be the last one we ever do. Oh, I am going to do another Lannister campaign. That's the most popular campaign on my channel ever. But we're going to do it on a live stream, and it's going to be a global conquest. Yeah, you heard it right. Nobody does global conquest in any Total War nowadays on YouTube. I literally cannot remember anyone doing global conquest. Probably the easiest global conquest would be on something like Napoleon Total War or Thrones of Britannia.
Boy.
But nobody does it. But we're going to. Someday. Right. He's got a big bodyguard. Desert Raiders. Right. Javcav? Yeah. Desert Cav. Desert Power.
And seen the Unsullied firsthand.
Have you now? The Unsullied are in fact in this mod. You have to play as the Targaryens, don't you? Yeah. To get them. But they are in it. I've done a Targaryen campaign. Personal one. Yeah, we're just going to rush up there. There he is. He's probably got a unique bodyguard, or a unique model, I should say. There he is. Yep, he does. Most of the famous characters in this. Again, thanks to the modders. There he is. Looks cool, doesn't he? Alright, they're already getting their javelins off. Get stuck in there, lad. Get stuck in. He's got a sand viper there. Use hero special ability. Pay the iron price. It's probably a one-time use. Now we're already taking prisoners, so doing quite well there. They are broken, some of their units. There's their general. Alright, see if we can get in behind. I have to check his... Can I actually check it? I don't normally do this, by the way, but we can't check his special ability. We'll check it after the battle. And see what it actually does. They're all routing now, aren't they? Many of them.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is.
Flee, you
Press
fool!
onward and break the spirit of his army. The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
Flee, you fools! Can you get through?
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
250 prisoners. Alright, they are out of ammo, aren't they?
The Lord above is kind. We have captured the enemy's general. That will teach the cowardly dog to run.
You cowardly
Now we
desert
can
dog.
rest at our leisure.
Tremont Gargallen. And it's pretty much all over. Feel that desert power.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
21%. Get over there.
Excellent! This is a clear victory that goes to only men of
22.
great virtue and valor.
Right. Over in Martell, the Red Viper. Yeah. Oh, and there's another one of the wonders, man-made wonders of the world. The Titan of Bravos. Yes, indeed. Did you know that the Titan of Bravos actually sounds a horn every time a ship enters the harbour, and that there are in fact troops garrisoned within the Titan, and it also acts as a lighthouse as well. He has lights coming out of his eyes, which is cool. Right, they're happy, so we're not going to kill anyone, and we're going to get another battle, and that's probably going to start making us a profit. Right, Desi old Dolt. You've got Dornish cavalry. Levies. You do have crossbows in there though. And who do we have going up against you? Damon Sand. Right. We've got the Glaive Men, which is cool. And we've got the Desert Cav ourselves. And Martell, so we've actually got 5 Cav. So that first battle we had mostly infantry. There's my boy Jamie. Get going. You have met the enemy, and he is you. They should break fairly easily.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Get in there, Glaveman. Right. Now they'll fire once you take them off a skirmish. Right, that'll put some hurt on them. Chase those bowmen away.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Those levies are actually holding out longer than I thought they should. Only 2 prisoners at this point. Ah, there we go. Now they're breaking.
Only half the enemy force remain.
And it's the same map. 300 prisoners. 450. Can't keep up with it. 91%. In fact, I do want to have a look at those glaive units. Ooh, that's a fancy weapon there, isn't it? Should be effective against armor.
Lost his stomach to fight. All of Christendom will be
Ah, that was even better than the first one.
We have won here today.
Ah, there he is. War criminal. War criminal. You all know what I think of him. Calling yourself Grey Worm.
We show little mercy. They deserve none. We have
You're a
crushed
war
them.
criminal.
This place is yours, my lord.
Enemy camp sacked. Yes, we get money for doing that. Alright, so we're... Lost 1,000. Alright.
Your Majesty. Yes. Onward. A good day's march.
We can get away with... Oh, none of you getting free upkeep. Maybe some of those ones we're bringing over will. We can't change the tax rate anyway.
Your Majesty. Yes. March. Beacon
What is it?
Alright, they'll be falling in part 2. That doesn't affect this. Fair and rule, because we didn't kill anyone. Ooh, salt mine. That's good money. Right, get those going. Yeah, you'll be able to get the diplomat soon. Because we're going to start making some money. We're going to pick up that settlement and this one in the next episode, because that'll fall in 1. You'll fall in 2. And then we'll be making a profit. And then we'll have to decide what to do if we do go after Night Song. I'm reluctant to get that. We don't need to be involved in a war with the Tyrrells, but we've got to get to the Lannisters, which are up here. That's where their main settlements are, the capital. But they've got quite a few settlements, the Lannisters do. We've got to get to them. I can't remember who has the Arbor. I would think Tyrrells, but I have seen the Ironborn there before. Right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed part 1 of the new, improved, updated version of the Game of Thrones retro submod. Links in the description for the playlists and where to download the mod. Go and do it. Check it out. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and hopefully donate. We'll see you in part 2.